Hey, peeps. What y'all doing? What y'all up to? I've only been wearing this hat for like... A friend of mine gave it to me, and I'm obsessed with it, and she gave it to me. When did she give it to me? She gave it to me Saturday, and I've literally worn it every day since. So, hey, Anna. So, I am currently working on the new consultant guide for our team page, and one of the posts that I wanted to talk about was your why it's important, and why you need to have one. And basically, why you need to have one. Why every single person needs to have one, especially as a new consultant. And I was trying to find a video because I know that you guys know, I know that I have done so many trainings on knowing your why, and I cannot freaking find one. So I was like, well, that must be a sign that it's time to do a new one. So, especially we grew by how many consultants? I don't even remember. 40 something consultants and almost 300. It was like 286 with our group, and it was like 40 something in our team, which is amazing. Just in 1 month from last month's Join Special. So, if you are new here, welcome. We are super excited to have you guys. This business truly is life-changing, but only if you let it, and only if you put in the work on your end, okay? So, what is your why? That is probably the most important thing that you really need to figure out for your business to thrive, is what is your why? And the reason why I ask you what is your why, what is the reason you hit join? What is the reason that you wanted to become a Scentsy consultant, right? If you don't know that answer, that's the first thing I want you guys to sit down and actually think about, okay? Because you might have hit join because you were already spending money on Scentsy products, and rather your consultant that you were purchasing from getting paid, you can get that money in your pocket, okay? Or maybe you joined because you're here to make money, and you see your consultant or you see a friend of yours who joined Scentsy, and they are going on these, basically free trips, even though they're free, but they're just, what's the word I'm supposed to use? We're not allowed to say free trips, and that's just because you earned them, but even though they're no out-of-pocket cost for us, okay? So we aren't paying for anything, Scentsy's paying for it, okay? So that's why we can't say free. But there's so many different reasons that people join this company, and at the end of the day, you have to know why you're here. And I get that if you're new to this company and you're new to this business, or even if you're new to the products, I totally get that it can be overwhelming to figure out like what's your why, because when I joined almost 4 years ago, I didn't know what my why was when I first joined. I knew a certain extent of it. I knew that I was looking to make $200 a month, and I wanted that $200 to go to my car payment. But I never dug deeper. And once I actually dug deeper, and I was like, okay, it's not just about the $200. It's about the freedom. It's about leaving my nursing job. It's about being able to, if I had to take my dogs to the vet for, an emergency, it's about having that money set aside to be able to pay and not have to put it on a credit card and not have to call my parents and ask them, hey, can you spot me this money so I can pay for my dog's surgery, right? Now it's even further for me. Mine is, I don't have kids yet, but I want kids. Mine is so we can take our kids and travel the world and not have to worry about anything financially. Mine now is, I've watched my mom and my dad struggle with taking care of my grandparents. And now I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want to have to struggle with how am I going to take care of my parents when they get older. So it goes further than money, and it goes further than just getting your products at a discount. If that's what you initially joined for, then that's great. But I can promise you that what you joined for now, or whenever you joined, there is a huge chance that your why is going to change. And that's normal. Your why is going to change as you get older, as you gain more experience, as you see the full potential that this business can do. Okay? So, but why do you need a why? Especially if you are here to make money, if you're here to make this a business and treat it like a business, you need to have a why. Because there's going to come a day, there's going to come a month where it gets hard. Okay? You're going to have months where the PRV is not rolling in like it has in previous months. You're going to have months where you've reached out to 30 people trying to book parties and you've only booked one, or maybe you haven't booked any. There's going to be months where you promote on Instagram or Facebook, hey, there's a Bring Back My Bar collection, and you get 20 plus orders. And then the very next month, you get 2 orders. And you're like, well, crap, I have a goal of 1,000 PRV, and right now, like, it's not looking too hot. It's the 15th of the month, and I'm only at 200. Okay? You're going to have months where you feel like you are a failure. You are going to have months where you question what the heck you're doing and if this is for you. And so when you have those hard months and those hard days and those hard times, it is all going to fall back on your why. Why did you do this to begin with? Okay? If your why is strong enough, then every single thing that you do is going to revolve around your why. Okay? Jessica Heatherly said her boys. That's her why. Okay? Her babies, her kids. That's her why. So, when tomorrow comes, and let's say tomorrow she has a rough day, or maybe June. Maybe June's going to be a rough month. I hope it's not. But we all have rough months. I've been doing this for almost 4 years, and I have had so many rough months, y'all. I've had days where I've cried. I've had days where I've told Vince that F this, I'm not doing this anymore. And then I've had amazing days, okay? It's called life. It's called life, and it's called building a business, okay? It's not going to be rainbows and butterflies all the time. Because guess what? If it was, everyone would be doing this, okay? So when you hit those hard times, that is what you fall back on your why. To remind you, okay, yes, today's a shitty day, or this month has been shit. I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to keep persevering. I'm going to keep moving my feet. I'm going to push myself even further, even though I've heard 50 no's in the last 10 days. But I'm going to keep going because my why is stronger than how I'm feeling right now. Because how you are feeling right now is temporary. It is temporary. It's not going to last forever. So that is why I always say you need to know what your why is, okay? And no one can tell you what your why is. You have to figure it out on your own, okay? You have to figure it out on your own. My why when I first joined was to make $200. You know why? Because I was working as a nurse full-time at the hospital. And I had just bought a brand new car because I had just totaled my previous car. Totaled it. And so I bought a brand new car, and now all my fun money was gone. Didn't have any more shopping money. That shopping money was going for a car payment now. So I joined Scentsy with hopes of just making $200 a month. Okay, and I told myself I was going to give it my all. I was going to see what this business, was all about. That a couple of my friends were preaching about. Actually, one person in general. She wasn't even really my friend. She's now one of my best friends, but she was just my sponsor at the time. I didn't know anyone else that had sold it, really. I knew of people, but I wasn't, close with them. And after my very first month, my why changed. After my very first month, my why changed. Because I saw the potential. I saw my very first paycheck, and I will never forget the feeling of receiving that email when me and Vince were hunting in the middle of the woods. And I opened up that email. But anyway, your why is going to change as you go, okay? And having and knowing what your why is and why you initially hit join is what you're going to fall back on. Because you're going to have hard days, okay? So, figure out your why, and this is what I want you guys to do. Drop it in the comments of this video. Drop it in the comments, and I am going to save this on this page. And so that way, whenever you guys have your new consultants, you can tag them in this video. Okay, because knowing your why, so not everybody that joins this business is going to thrive. Not everybody that joins this business is going to continue this business, okay? It's up to them. We, as a sponsor, as a leader, as soon as you sponsor your very first person, you are considered a leader, okay? We are not here to hold hands. It is not our job. When someone hit join, they put their social security number in. You know what that means? Someone put their social security number in, means they are an independent Scentsy consultant. Every single one of us is an independent Scentsy consultant, meaning we are independent business owners, okay? So as a sponsor, we are here to show guidance. We are here to help lead the way. I'm not here to do it for you. And you, if you are a sponsor, you are not here to do it for your teaming. Because at the end of the day, they have to be the one to step up to the plate, take the resources that have been given to them, and put them into action. We cannot do it for them. Because if I was to do it for everyone that I've ever sponsored, then I might as well, I might as well be running 2 businesses, 3 businesses, 4 businesses, however many people you are doing the work for them, okay? And if you are doing the work for them, you are doing that person a disservice, okay? Because the only way that they are going to learn is if they do it themselves. There are countless trainings, not only in this group, but on YouTube, on my personal YouTube. I recently sent out an email to new consultants from everyone in our group. I probably sent it out like a week and a half ago with links to certain trainings, okay? The workstation alone has so many resources, okay? But we can't hold I can't hold anyone's hand. And I don't want you guys to hold hands either, because at the end of the day, if you're going to hold someone's hand to help them be a business owner, you're creating a leech. You're not creating a leader. You are creating leeches, okay? I can probably guarantee that most of you watching up here can ride a bike, right? Or tie your shoes, right? Well, I hope that all of you can tie your shoes. You didn't do it. You didn't learn how to tie your shoes because your mom or your dad or whoever raised you continued to tie them for you. You did it because they finally let their hands go and said, okay, show me how to do it. Show me how to tie your shoes. And you finally did it. You learned how to do it. It's the same thing with being a business owner, okay? You have to eventually take your hands off and say, okay, here's how to do it. This is what I do, okay? Guidance, lead the way. Take your hands off. Show me how to do it. Show me how you're going to do it. Okay? They don't have to do exactly what we do. We are just here to show the way. So, know your why. I want to know in the comments what your why is. Let me read. Skyland said to be able to stay home with my daughter on my own financial terms with no help. Yes. Taylor Scott said to stay home with my daughter. That's amazing. Y'all, I know, so I've been in this business for, October will be 4 years. Mind-blowing. Literally cannot believe it. And off the top of my head, I know at least 10 women who are consultants who have been able to stay home with their babies because of this business. Okay? It's going to happen. You have to believe that this business can be the vessel to your ultimate why, to your ultimate dreams, okay? A lot of people get it mixed up. What's your why, okay? I've had people say to me, or I've asked the question, what's your why? And someone will come back and say to be a director. That's not your why. That's a goal, okay? If your goal is to be a director, that's great. If your goal is to be an SSD to get to the top of the company, that's great, okay? I'm cheering for you. But that is not your why. Because what happens when you hit that goal of wanting to be a director? Then what? That's not your why. Okay? Your goals will help you reach your dreams, but at the end of the day, your why has to be stronger. It has to literally make you cry inside when you think about it. Okay? Regina says, my why is to have extra spending money and to do fun things with my boys. Yes. Okay? And it's going to happen, okay? But you have to believe it. You have to tell yourself, hey, I am going to be a stay-at-home mom. Hey, I am not going to have any financial burden because of this business. I can do it, okay? You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest fan. I'm 125% believer in that, okay? If you don't believe in yourself 120%, it's not going to work, okay? And I get that we all have self-doubt. We all have self-doubt. I don't care if you believe in yourself 120%. We all have days where we're like, damn, can we do this? Can I do this? Okay? And that's when you change the script and you say, yes, I can. Who am I to tell me that I can't do something? Because guess what? You're already doing it. You're up here on this training, and it's what time? 2:30? Y'all probably have much more other important things to do than be on this training at 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay? You can do it. Show up. You can do it. Believe in yourself. Know your why. Once you figure out your why, and I really want you to dig deep, like dig deep with your why, okay? Your why should make you want to cry. Once you figure that out, I want you to either type it up, write it down, however your brain is going to process it. Put it somewhere where you're going to see it every day, okay? All right, y'all. I'll see you later.